Day 014. Getting comfortable and complacent always has a price. 3 days, sleep spot, no more. Intentionally homeless rating, 1.7, which is really around 3. It just measured out differently because it's ChatGPT when I put it in. Intentionalities, breakfast. Intentionality message made, talk to my brother. Manifesting, Andy Elliot, seeing me public speak. Made my Jungle Story podcast on Spotify. Posted why I am intentionally homeless video. Homeless problems. Kicked out of sleeping spot. Scouting for a new spot for an hour or so. Going to a new spot to sleep. Scary as fuck. Woke up feeling really good. Felt I was getting into a routine where I can stay for a while. I woke up a little later today. It wasn't cold when I woke up, finally. Ate bananas and orange. Didn't do my intentionality message for today. Then I'm packing up all my stuff and I look to my left and I hear footsteps. Well, first I hear footsteps, and to the left of me as I'm putting up my tent, I see a truck at the end of the dirt alleyway. Then a 60-ish year old white man walking towards me. He says respectfully, "You are trespassing. You need to leave. The cops have been notified." I instantly shit myself. "I understand. Thank you." As he turns around, I start stuffing all of my shit in my duffel bag. My heart is racing, thinking the cops could be there any minute. I fit everything in, start speed walking out the alleyway. Then I see the older man again in the neighborhood next to where we were sleeping. I instantly thought, okay, if the cops do catch me, then I should at least be on good terms with him. I said, fuck it. I called him over and asked him if he could speak. And I said, "I just slept back there and all the trash has nothing to do with me. I respect my environment I'm in, even if it's intentionally homelessness." He says, "I understand. I've been seeing you two for the past 2 days. The problem I have is not only the trash, but there's a compartment where the screws have been taken off and there's shit in there." I say, "Well, that for sure isn't me. I'm doing 365 days intentionally homeless through my social media personal brand. And anyways, I appreciate your patience." His response with risen eyebrows and surprise says, "Good luck." After the guy kicked me out of the spot, I found some comfort in. I realized that might have been the problem, that I was getting comfortable. I woke up today at 8:30. I was doing content outside of my tent from 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. Then the day before, I left around 6 a.m. Regardless, I think that's the point. It's just a reminder not to be complacent. You have to stick to your disciplines, wake up before the light comes out, before anybody can see you. You are in the jungle, making it happen. You'll be reminded why you needed to stay intentional, aware, and uncomfortable, or at least not complacent. Walking to the Planet Fitness, of course, I had all my 3 bags, and I was throwing away my orange slices from my morning breakfast. A community rent-a-cop drove up on me. He said, "You business in the area? You've been standing by the trash can for a while now." I thought, I'm being identified as a homeless man now? What's interesting is I am in this amazing contradiction. I'm believing I'm not homeless or a homeless person, but other people are identifying me as that because somewhat look like it, because who else carries around 2 big ass bags and a man purse? Makes sense. I'm freshly shaven and clean clothes though. Intentionally dressed. I responded, "No, I was just throwing my orange slices." Oh, hold up. That's not how I responded. I said, "No, I was just throwing my orange skin slices away and headed to the Planet Fitness." His response was, "Oh, okay, proceed." I thought in my head, proceed? I'll proceed these nuts dragging across your face. That's what I thought in my head. I said, I'm grateful. I worked out, then went to go scout for my new home. For a while, I left my 2 bags at Planet Fitness. Just too much to carry when I have to do a lot of walking. Found a spot behind Aaron's 2 to 3 football field. It was about 2 to 3 football fields and just dirt surrounded by a wall. I said, I'll make it work. While finished scouting. I finished my call with my brother. Always has street smart shit to say. Gives me a lot of clarity on thoughts that just need some fine tuning. My brother, 3 of my boys, and 2 of my older friends are the only ones I stay in consistent contact with that give me some more to talk to other than the voices in my head with, and talking to people that always give me an extra boost to know I have my people that are thinking of me, especially saying that I'm 2 weeks in and no one still knows that I'm intentionally homeless, LMAO. Walked back to get my bag, then I headed to McDonald's. Simply posted my intentionally homeless video on YouTube and made my podcast. I don't think anybody realizes how much actually goes into making each one of these videos on social media. Shit takes time. I've spent 4 days just getting everything ready so I can just be a machine. I cried while making my PB&Js, thinking about me doing the beginning of my public speaking journey, and Andy Elliot coming in, sitting down, listening to me speak. It's going to happen. I believe it. Watching a video on all of Mr. Beast's top advice, this girl said she watched every interview of him. It's informative, but she's starting to talk about ideation diet for videos. Mr. Beast says his well of knowledge needs to be constantly expanding to get new ideas. If not, you get the same ideas over and over again. That's why other creators are repetitive and burn the fuck out. He said he and his team of people pump him with new shit to do and learn consistently, which is pretty fire. That makes sense, but then that was from a video that she was playing of him. Then she turns around in the video and says, teach yourself new things. The best way is to follow new trends and follow interesting YouTube, Twitter accounts. The fuck? That's the exact opposite of what he was saying. Why don't you take your ass outside the States and get around different cultures, food, energy, air, mindsets? Why don't you do something uncomfortably, consistently? Why don't you try shit you've never done before with people you don't know either? Just was a shitty example, I thought. I can't talk shit because I have 1 YouTube subscriber as of right now, and that's my best friend. And she has 26.4K. Respect. Big respect to her. Went to this 24-hour restaurant knowing my journey was needing to go to a new location. It's about 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at this point. And it's the place I just scouted. And just trying to distract my mind with anything to not think about me needing to do this. 10:30 comes around, and I'm getting that tired itch. Fuck it. Let's make it happen. As I'm putting on my man purse, I feel my heart rate rising. Then my second big backpack, I feel sweat filling my armpits. Then I get my big duffel bag and start heading to the deserted location in Aaron, the sped store. 5-minute walk, and I just remember all the trash and shit that was all around, and probably the other homeless people sleeping in the area. I'm walking to the side of Aaron's, and all I see is pitch black. 1 street light where maybe I can camp out. That's across maybe 50 yards away. The rest of this shit just looks sketchy as fuck. It's dark as hell, and it's just a dirt landfill. Not landfill, it's flat ground, but it's just dirt, and it's right behind two of these stores, and it's scary. My feet finally hit dirt, and that's when shit got real. I'm passing a bunch of trash, broken bottles, random upside down couch, looking at where I can stay. Every single one of my footsteps just sound like an explosion to me. I'm 20 feet into this deserted land that should be construction, but they haven't started yet. Happy at least here I didn't see any no trespassing signs. I'm walking closer to the light at least, and there's a 5-foot drop that has been dug out around the empty dirt land. It's about 3 football fields of just dirt and emptiness. I try to jump over the little 5-foot drop to at least get close to the wall that is wrapping around this land. I jumped and didn't make it. Fell into it and was a little dirty, but managed to get to the other side. Where can I go? Oh, there's a corner wall. And when I say I jumped over the ditch, right, it was just a little ditch that I needed to get to there's a wall that I'm trying to sleep against, so I can put my tent against it. So that's what I was jumping over the little ditch, but didn't make it. But then I see there's corners. There's a corner of a wall, like a corner where I can probably just camp out, make it work. And I start walking there, and of course, clutch spot has been taken. So fuck, I'm about to just set right under this street light. That's right. It's like a little intersection right where the wall makes an opening, pretty much. And I say, fuck it. Hopefully I'm not in anybody's way. And there's 2 other homeless men or women or people made shelters, homes, maybe 20 yards away from me. And I hope I'm not on anybody's turf or wrong territory. I don't fucking know. I set up my camera to time-lapse this because I can't not have this moment for the rest of my life. I start setting up my tent. I just get hot as fuck. Take off my jacket, set down my stuff. I freak out every 2 minutes because the street maybe 100, 200 yards away, but there's headlights still flash in my direction. Each time I think it's cops coming to tell me I'm trespassing. I try to do it as fast and quiet as possible. Of course, it starts to fucking rain. I read something online. It only rains maybe 20 days of the year in Arizona. Happy for me, it just drizzled and finished my tent up by then. I now need to duct tape my tent. And you ask why duct tape it? Well, because if somebody's going to steal my shit, better believe I'm going to know. Scary thought, but fuck it. The zippers broke 2 days ago, and now I'm dealing with this. Everything is now set up. Tent, air mattress, and using my man purse as a pillow. Now, I'm writing this, and I'm here. I'm hearing shit fall from the palm trees above, and it's freaking me out. Keep thinking someone's throwing pebbles at my tent. Fuck it. About to knock. Thank you all for tuning in. It's my 2-week anniversary. Let's go. Much love, keep spreading it. Remember, love is the answer to my question. Goddamn shit.